Half a day students, I am Governor Lou Leon Guerrero. You all have been through a year of big changes. We've had to adapt and make big changes to keep our families and our island safe. But with change comes opportunity and a chance to try new things like PBS University. While Lieutenant Governor Josh Tenorio and I will continue to do our part to keep our island safe, you students have a part to play as well. Your part is to keep learning and to keep up with your lessons. That's why I am happy to see you here ready to learn with PBS University. PBS University is a way to bring a continuous educational curriculum to you while you stay safe at home during this time. To help you keep up with your studies, we asked our friends at PBS Guam and the Guam Department of Education to put together this episode. Thank you for doing your part and have a great lesson.
PBS University is a program by PBS Guam and the Guam Department of Education in conjunction with public school teachers. These lessons are created to provide both parents and students with a unique educational experience while helping students to continue learning at home. PBS University, next on PBS Guam.
1, 2, 3, 4. Come along, let's sing a song. We'll have a great adventure. Today's the day, let's learn and play. We'll have a great adventure. Numbers, letters, science things, all that we can do. Help you deal with how you feel. Share with us too. It's super cool and just like school, our awesome learning adventures. So grab a friend, the fun will end. Our awesome learning adventures. Awesome learning adventures with PBS University.
Xin chào, boys and girls. Did you know that Xin chào means hello in Vietnamese? Welcome back to PBS University. I'm Miss Lenata, your pre-K literacy teacher. So for today's episode, we're going to learn about a song in a book, and we're going to learn some movements that go with the song. Before we do that, we must review what we learned in the last episode about rhyming words. Do you remember what rhyming words are? If you said rhyming words are words that sound the same, you're right. So rhyming words are words that sound the same, that have the same ending sound. So a few rhyming words that we talked about before were cat and hat, fish and wish. Whenever we have two words that sound the same, those are rhyming words. So rhyming words can also be found in poems and songs. So the book that we're going to read today has a song at the end of it. So our I can statement for today is, I can recognize rhyming words in songs. Let's go ahead and get started in reading the story for today. The book about Tony Chestnut, written by Lori Monopoly and illustrated by Wendy Sefcik. This is a story about a shy boy named Tony Chestnut and his little sister Eileen. They had just moved to a new house, and today was their first day at their new school. Tony Chestnut smiled as he thought about how nice it would be to make some new friends. His little sister Eileen felt sad. All she could think about was saying goodbye to her best friends Gracie and Lexi. She thought, who will hold and turn the other end of the jump rope now that I am gone? It was a beautiful sunny day. All the children ran outside to the playground to play. Some climbed on the jungle gym and began swinging back and forth across the bars. Others raced to the swings and started pumping their legs back and forth. Their swings climbed higher and higher towards the sky. Another scooped up the big red ball and tossed it way up in the air towards the clouds. All that was left on the playground was a big yellow bench. Tony Chestnut and Eileen sat on the big yellow bench. Eileen looked out at the playground filled with smiling, giggling children, all happy at play. Suddenly, Eileen began to cry. It made Tony Chestnut very sad to see his little sister crying. He got down on his knees and begged, "Please stop crying," but she just cried harder. Then he stood up on his hands and walked around like a circus clown. Eileen just cried even harder. He even tried making Eileen's favorite silly monkey face. Eileen just cried even harder with even bigger tears. Tony didn't know what else to do. Then shy Tony Chestnut did something that he never thought in his wildest dreams he would have the courage to do. He stood up brave and tall, took a deep breath, climbed atop the big yellow bench, and began to sing. Tony Chestnut sang so loud that all the children on the playground stopped. They stopped climbing on the jungle gym, they stopped swinging on the swings, they stopped tossing the red ball, and as he sang his song, the most wonderful, incredible thing began to happen. Tony Chestnut knows I love you. Tony knows, Tony knows, Tony Chestnut knows I love you. That's what Tony knows. Tony, and his sister Eileen. And Eileen loves Neil, and Neil loves Pat, but Pat still loves Bob. And there's Russell and Skip. This song is silly, but it's hip. How it ends, just one man knows. And guess what? It's Tony Chestnut. Tony Chestnut, his little sister Eileen, Neil, Pat, Bob, Russell, and Skip became good friends and played happily together ever after. And so did Spot, the ladybug, and her new friends. I hope that you enjoyed that story. So let's go ahead and go outside and meet some friends who are going to help us in learning the dance moves. So let's meet some friends of ours. This is Kendall. This is Adrian. And this is Anthony. They're going to help us with our dance moves. So when you hear the word toe, you're going to point to your toes. When you hear the words knees, you're going to point to your knees. And when you hear the word chest, you're going to point to your chest. When you hear the word nut, you're actually going to point to your head. Then when you hear the word nose, you're going to point to your nose. Then when you hear the word eye, you're going to point to your eyes. And then you're going to make a heart when you hear the word loves. And then you're going to point to the camera when you hear the word you. So let's go ahead and put it together. Tony Chestnut knows I love you. Tony knows, Tony knows, Tony Chestnut knows I love you. That's what Tony knows. Thanks, kids. You guys did so awesome. Good job. Welcome back, boys and girls. I hope you enjoyed that story and learning the dance moves to Tony Chestnut. So before we end our class, we're going to say our I can statement one more time. So your I can statement is, I can recognize rhyming words in songs. Can you say it after me? I can recognize rhyming words in songs. Good job, boys and girls. I'll see you next time. Bye.
Hi friends! Welcome back to PBS University. My name's Mrs. Paris, and today we're going to be learning some pre-K math. Awesome! But I have a friend here who wants to meet you. He's inside the bucket. We should get him out of the bucket. This is Mr. Octopus. He wanted to help us learn about spatial concepts today. Spatial concepts help us learn about where we are in space. Like Mr. Octopus was inside the bucket. Now he's on top of the bucket. Wait, what was that, Mr. Octopus? Oh, he's saying this would be much more fun at the beach. What do you think? Yeah? All right, let's get on our beach hats, our sunglasses. I'm gonna take off the sweater because it's gonna be so hot. Are you ready? Let's go! This is much better, learning at the beach. Oh, and there's all my friends. Hi, friends. Are you ready to learn some spatial concepts and words with Mr. Octopus and our beach bucket? Let's get started. We're gonna see where Mr. Octopus goes. He's on top of the bucket. Now, Mr. Octopus is going under the bucket. He's under the bucket. He's gonna keep moving and moving. Where's he going next? He's next to or beside the bucket. Oh, Mr. Octopus, where are you going now? Now he is in front of the bucket. In front. Oh, wait! He just moved behind the bucket. Behind. Beep, beep. Where are you going now, Mr. Octopus? Above the bucket. Above. Now he's going below the bucket. He's below the bucket. Oh, Mr. Octopus, now I'm gonna put you inside the bucket. But better than being inside is outside the bucket. You could even learn spatial concepts with toys and containers, inside, a cup, on top, and even a box next to. But now we're going to learn spatial concepts with drawings. When I draw, I like to start at the bottom and draw the green grass on the ground. Now I'm going to draw a house. Here's a square and a triangle and a rectangle for the door and another square for the window. Now I'm drawing a tree next to or beside the house. And some yummy, juicy mango on the tree. Don't forget to color those green leaves. Oh wait, but some of the mango fell all the way to the ground and now they're under the tree with the nice shining sun above the tree and some nice white clouds above the house. Don't forget about those wiggly worms under the ground. Oh wait, there's a boy inside the house and another boy outside the house and a nice Tweety bird on top of the house. Now it's trivia time. Question 1. Where's the bird? The bird is on top of the house. Good job. Question 2. Where are the clouds? Yes, the clouds are above the house. And question 3. Where is the tree? Yup, the tree is next to the house. Friends, I've been having fun learning spatial concepts and words with you. But before we go, let's check out Omo's room to see what we can play with and learn with today. Today in Omo's room, Natalie and Dinosaur are going to help us review our spatial words. Natalie's going to put the dinosaur somewhere near this car. Can you help us find the spatial word that we would use to tell us where the dinosaur is? Where's the dinosaur? Yes, the dinosaur is on top of the car. Now Natalie's going to move the dinosaur. Let's see where she puts him. Where did Natalie put the dinosaur? Whoa. Yes, the dinosaur is inside the car. Let's see where he's going next. Whoa. Hey, the car's moving now. Where's she gonna put the dinosaur? Where's the dinosaur, friends? Yes, the dinosaur is in front of the car. That silly dinosaur is always on the move. Where is he going now? Where's the dinosaur? Yes, the dinosaur is behind the car. One more time, friends. Where's that dinosaur going? Whoa. Where's the dinosaur now, friends? Yes, the dinosaur is next to or beside the car. Ooh, it looks like we have more friends here with us. Let's see where they are. Omo is inside the car. Kaylee's on top of the car. The dinosaur's in front of the car. And Natalie is next to the car. Thanks for playing and learning with us in Omo's room. Before we go, let's feed our math monster. Are you ready? Math monster, munch, munch, munch. I want the toy that's on top of Mrs. Paris for my lunch. Which is on top? Wait, it's him! Yeah! Alright, munch! Thanks for learning with me today, friends. And remember, playing is learning, so keep on playing. Bye!
Hello, 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 and welcome back, boys and girls. Or to say welcome, friends, in Chinese, we would say Ni hao, pengyo. That means hello, friends. Well, hello, friends, and welcome to Science. I am Mr. Diego here, and I will be teaching you about science today. Now, if you can remember and recall, we've been learning about this guy, mammals, this fella, fish, this type of animal, reptiles, and don't you forget about amphibians. We've been learning about these 4 amazing animals, but we have 2 more to learn about. I wonder what those 2 types of animals are today. We're going to learn about them today. I wonder what they are. I know that they are in this treasure box right behind me. You knew we're getting to this treasure box. Well, I just need to unlock it. And inside, we're going to find a clue about the type of animals we will be learning about today. Let's check it out. Oh, I see this little fellow right here. Looks like a little honeybee. Okay, a little honeybee. All right, I see some words in there as well. Today, we will learn about birds and invertebrates. Wow, birds and invertebrates. So, I think many of us know what birds are. Now, what are invertebrates? Invertebrates, I remember, invertebrates do not have backbones, right? They don't. Now, these 4 animals we learned about, mammals, fish, amphibians, and reptiles, they all have backbones. That means they're vertebrates. But today, we're going to learn about invertebrates. A type of invertebrate is a bee. Did you know that? A bee is an invertebrate? Well, all insects are invertebrates, bees especially, because that is our field trip today. To help us learn more about invertebrates, we're going to visit a bee farm.
Awesome. After a nice long drive, I was able to find the place. The University of Guam Research Center. Hey, boys and girls. I'm so glad we found it. Let's head inside soon.
Buenas and half a day. This is Mr. Diego. I'm here at the University of Guam Jigo Research and Education Center. I am here with one of the awesome members of the Guam Beekeepers Association. You can call him King Bee, but his name is Mr. Chris Rosario. Thank you for being with us today.
Thanks for having me.
He's gonna teach us about some bees. Now, I can see the smoke and I can see the bees. Now, we learned about mammals. Bees aren't mammals, right?
Bees are not mammals.
What are they?
They are insects.
Insects, or invertebrate?
Yeah.
Nice.
Invertebrate meaning
Invertebrate.
they have no backbone.
No backbone, awesome. So there's no bones or skeletons in these bees.
Nope.
Okay. Now, I don't think they swim like the fish we learned about, but I can see some wings. Do they fly like birds?
Yes. They
Okay.
actually fly in groups. And so they fly with all their sisters. And they fly with their mother as well.
That's awesome. That was amazing. Visiting that bee farm, I changed really fast. Visiting that bee farm was super fun. All right, let's get back into our class mode so we can talk more about invertebrates. Fix my hair a little bit. So, invertebrates. We saw all those amazing bees and got to talk to those really cool people about invertebrates and bees. So today, we're going to continue to learn more about invertebrates and bees. Did you know most invertebrates have wings? Most of them have wings. That's a pretty cool fact. We've learned a lot about invertebrates. Now it's time to learn about those flying animals. You know who they are, the birds. Now, birds. What do we remember about birds? I know many of us have seen lots of different types of birds, but can you think of things that birds are or characteristics of birds? Let's ask some friends to help us out with describing or understanding birds. I'm here with Micah, and he's going to teach us about birds today, okay? Can you tell us one cool fact about birds?
That they have feathers and they can
Fly, right? Because they have wings. Birds do have feathers and so Micah, what else can you tell us about birds?
They don't have teeth, they have beaks.
They have beaks. They do. I love your beak. Can you tell us one last fact about birds?
Birds lay eggs.
They do lay eggs. Awesome. So, I was thinking, boys and girls, I have this idea. To help us learn more about birds, let's take a ride in the sky to look for them. Awesome. So I see a few cars. Wow, this is pretty high up. Okay, I see a red bird, a yellow bird, and a bird flapping its wings over there. Cool. Awesome. I see birds next to an ocean. I am so happy we were able to see some birds in the air. Now let's head back to class and try and remember all 6 animal groups in our heads. Ready? Let's see. Now the first is mammals, reptiles, fish, amphibians, invertebrates, and birds. That's all 6. Did you get all 6? Awesome. If you didn't, you can keep practicing. Don't worry. Awesome. Awesome, boys and girls. Thank you for coming to Pre-K Science. This is Mr. Diego. I hope you enjoyed these episodes on animals and this episode today on birds and invertebrates. Well, since both of those animals fly away, I think I'll be flying away too. Bye.
Hafa students, welcome to PBS University. My name is John Fernandez, and I'm the superintendent of the Guam Department of Education. These PBS University lessons are made to help you to continue learning. The teachers here prepared fun lessons on science, character education, math, English, and more, and they made it for you, the students of Guam. We're very grateful to them for their instruction. We are also thankful for you students, parents, and guardians who are watching. Remember, stay safe and healthy, and we'll see you soon in the next school year. Thank you.
Ranan and friends, that's a greeting in Chuukese. I'm Mrs. Pacheco, your pre-K teacher for Fun with Fine Arts. And today I've got a very special guest here. Can you guess who it is? Maybe. Come on, friend. Whoa! Hi! This is my very special friend, Carl. Today we're going to talk about instruments. Do you know what an instrument is? Maybe. Carl, what's an instrument?
An instrument is something that makes music.
Wow! So there are lots of instruments out there. Carl, what's your favorite instrument?
I like the piano.
Wow, I like the guitar. What's your favorite instrument? Wow, awesome! Maybe we should see what kind there are. Let's go! Hey friends, we're here at Yamaha. It's an instrument store. Look at all the instruments. Do you see any instruments that you like? Come on, let's go look at some instruments. Here we have a piano. A piano has 88 keys. You press them to make music. I see some guitars behind me. Let's go check it out. What color is this guitar? That's right, it's red. Let's count how many strings are on the guitar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 strings. Here we have some woodwind instruments. You say, woodwind? These are instruments that make sound when you blow into them. This is a woodwind instrument. What do you think this instrument is called? That's right, it's a trumpet. Here's another woodwind instrument. It's called a saxophone. Can you say saxophone? It sounds like this. Here we have some ukuleles. Can you say ukulele? Let's count how many strings there are on the ukulele. 1, 2, 3, 4 strings. What instrument is this? That's right, it's a tambourine. Do you know what instrument this is? That's right. These are drums. The drums make interesting sound when you hit them with drumsticks. How many drums do you see here? Let's count. 1, 2, and 3. 3 drums. This is called a soundboard. Can you say soundboard? It's got lots of buttons to make music sound differently. How many buttons do you think there are?
We talked about so many instruments. What was your favorite? Me too. But there's one very special instrument that everybody has. What do you think it is? Carl, what instrument is it?
My voice.
Yes, it's your voice. Not just Carl's voice, it's everyone's voice. You can use your voice to
Sing.
Wow, he is a good singer. Do you like to sing? Us too. Carl loves to sing, and that's why he's my special guest today. Should we ask Carl to sing something? I think we should. Carl, can you sing something for us?
Sure.
What are you gonna sing?
Twinkle, twinkle, little star.
Do you know that song? If you do, sing along. Take it away, Carl.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are.
Amazing! Did you sing along too? Nice! Woohoo! Thank you, Carl, for singing along with us and joining us for today.
You're very welcome.
We saw so many instruments and we learned that our voice is an instrument. We had so much fun looking at different kinds of instruments today and learning that our voice is also an instrument. Until next time, spread love, not germs.
Welcome back, boys and girls. Today, we're going on a field trip with a friend. Let's go. We are headed to UOG's GIGO Research and Education Center located at Wistig Road. Hi, friends! We are here to visit Miss Olympia and Mr. Chris, who are part of the Beekeepers Association. And this is Mr. Ernest, PBS's creative director, and they will be teaching us all about honeybees and how they work together to make delicious honey. Boys and girls, please know that honeybees can and will sting you. We are with professionals who taught us how to calmly approach the bees. Please do not approach any bees or beehives on your own. And before I can approach the bees, time for an outfit change. Honeybees make honey in order to survive. They can't survive on their own, and they depend on their colony, almost like a family, to work together in order to continue living. Let's ask Mr. Chris how they do this.
One of the goals of the bees in the colony is to keep the colony surviving throughout the whole year. And that entails foraging, that entails feeding the queen, making sure that she is well fed, and taking care of the larvae. Because the goal of the colony is to keep surviving throughout winter periods, spring periods, and fall and summer and droughts and rainy periods, especially for Guam. In order for them to keep surviving, they got to take care of the brood. How do they take care of the brood? They feed him. How do they feed him? Well, they go out and forage as the most diverse array of plants to get the highest abundance of food sources to feed the colony itself.
Wow, bees are fascinating. Just like the bees, how do you help out at home?
I clean my room, help them with their groceries.
Help my brothers and sisters fix up the room. I help them by bringing their bags to the car.
Wash the dishes, picking up the trash. Watch my baby brother.
Such great worker bees. Let's learn more about honeybees from Miss Olympia.
Well, honeybees, they all have a different role to play. They start out as when they're born, they become nurse bees because they're right there in the nursery. And then from the nurse bees, they might become the cleaner bees. And then they will lick all the other sisters to make sure they don't bring anything into the hive that could harm everybody. And then after they do that, they could be the guard bees. There's also the role of carrying the dead bees away, the undertakers. They have undertaker bees. And then eventually they become foragers, which means they're the ones flying out to visit all the flowers.
Impressive, busy bees. How do you help out in class?
I do my work, I stay quiet, and I raise up my hand. Pass out papers in 2nd grade. I'm a classroom helper by helping my classmates, helping clean up the room when I'm done with my work. What?
Your teachers must be so happy to have their very own busy bees. Here are some fun facts about honeybees brought to you by Miss Olympia.
Do all honeybees sting? Not all honeybees sting. The boy bees, which are called the drones, they do not sting. Only the girls.
How much honey does one bee make in their lifespan?
Probably less than a teaspoon. And it takes many visits to flowers for nectar, for them to get enough nectar to make a teaspoon of honey.
How many bees in a hive?
Oh, there can be anywhere from 50,000 to 100,000 bees in a hive.
Bees are amazing. So, how do bees get their jobs?
So the job of a honeybee, there's about 5 to 6 different job tasks that bees can have, and it's all based on the age of the bee. So honeybees can live for their longevity is about 45 days, and in between those days, so usually at the first stage of the bee's life, when it first comes out of the cell, it cleans after itself. It cleans up the cell so it actually becomes a cleaner bee. And then 3 days later, it becomes a nurse bee. And then about a week later, after becoming a nurse bee, they become, again, the cleaner bees. And they actually become undertakers. They actually pull out dead bees out of the colony because bees are very hygienic. If you were to look into a bee colony, you would see that it's very, very clean because the bees are pulling all the other dead bees out. So they're very hygienic. So after the cleaner stage, then they become promoted to foragers. They go out and forage for about a week or 2, depending on the season. And then at the last stage of their life, which is between 30 to 45 days, the end of its life, they become the guards. So the bee that just stung me was actually a guard. That was trained already to go after the predator or the person getting into their colony. So anytime a colony is disturbed and you get stung, you are getting stung by the most eldest bee in the colony.
Wow! Bees live a very productive life. What do you want to be when you grow up?
I want to be an artist or a singer. A police officer. I want to be a firefighter just like my aunt. I want to be a doctor.
Those are all amazing career choices. I can't wait to see all the great things you will do.
it's time to say goodbye. Thank you, Miss Olympia and Mr. Chris, for our fabulous time with bees. And we can't leave without trying the honey. Mmm, delicious.
Phew! What a hot day! But that honey was delicious. I hope you enjoyed buzzing around with me and our friend. Till next time, boys and girls, remember, be safe, be respectful, be responsible.
Half a day, my Dikiki friends. Welcome back to PBS University. I'm Senora Loretta, and this is Pina, and this is Benita Babui. Half a day, Rananim and Yakwe means hello in Chamorro, Chukis, and Marshallese. Today we're going to be talking about things of the house, things in the house. And today, Pina and Benita Babui are going to help me. Pina and Benita Babui were drawn a few years ago. I drew these two characters for a storybook, and they were my inspiration for two little girls. And so you're going to see them digitally, and my friend Rudy really helped me create them. So they're going to help us today, and it's going to be really exciting and really fun. Hi there, and welcome again. Isn't it so cool how we look?
Yeah, we were first made out of paper, and now we look like cartoon characters.
Pina, let's show our friends some things that we may use in a house.
Bonita Baby, what kind of things?
Oh, Pina, let's show our PBS University friends simple things like furniture, appliances, or objects that we may use daily in a house in Chamorro.
That sounds like a great idea. Are you ready, PBS University friends?
This first picture I want to show is a picture of a refrigerator.
Refrigerator? A refrigerator is a home appliance. Benita Buabi, let's share with our friends how to say refrigerator in Chamorro.
That sounds like a great idea, Pina. Are you ready, friends? Refrigerator. Kahun ice. Kahun ice. A refrigerator is a machine used for keeping things cold. It is sometimes called a fridge or an ice box. Most Kahun ice also has a smaller compartment to freeze foods like ice cream and meats.
Yummy! Friends, let's say refrigerator together in Chamorro. Kahun ice. Kahun ice.
Goff, Malik, Pina, and PBS University friends. This is a dining table. I like it when Senora Loretta makes tasty Chamorro dishes and we sit around the table and eat together.
Ooh, yes! This is one of my favorite things in a house. I like it when we all sit together and enjoy a simple meal together, or a tasty treat. Bonita Babi, how do you say dining table in Chamorro?
Dining table is lamasan fanyotuten. Lamasan fanyotuten. Remember, our last lesson we used fanyotuten, which is dining room. Lamasa means table. Let's add both words together to say dining table. Lamasan fanyotuten. Try it out.
Lamasan fanyotuten. Lamasan fanyotuten.
Goff, Malik, Pina, and friends. Check out this photo. It's one of my favorite furniture in a house. I like to sit and relax on a couch and watch my PBS University shows on TV.
Me too! I like to sit and relax and watch TV too on a couch.
Are you ready, friends? I'm going to share with you how to say couch in Chamorro. Sofa, sofa.
PBS friends, sit on your couch and let's say this word together in Chamorro. Ready? Sofa, sofa.
Yay, good job, everyone. Our next Chamorro word is shower or bathtub. Banyo, banyo, bathtub.
So, shower or bathtub is banyo?
Yes, Pina. So let's go over the words you all learned today.
Yay, this will help us remember the words in Chamorro.
Are you ready, friends?
The first word I shared with you is a place where we store food to make things cold. Refrigerator. Kahun ice. Kahun ice. The next word is a type of furniture where we sit down and eat tasty foods.
Ooh, like ice cream?
Yes, or tasty meals. Dining table. Lamasen fanututen. Lamasen fanututen. The next word is another furniture where you can sit and relax and watch TV. Sofa. Sofa. Couch. And our last word is a place in a house where you can take a shower or bath. Banyu. Banyu. Friends, thank you for helping us out. Try practicing daily with these Chamorro words. Now let's join Senora Loretta with our Adios song. Okay, boys and girls, here's a short Chamorro jingle about saying goodbye until next time. Adios, hasta aquí, pues adios. Adios. Adios, hasta aquí, pues adios. Adios. Adios, hasta aquí. Adios, hasta aquí, pues adios. Hasta aquí, pues adios. Adios. Adios, hasta aquí, pues adios. Adios. Adios, hasta aquí, pues adios. Adios. Adios, hasta aquí. Adios, hasta aquí, pues adios. Hasta aquí, pues adios. Get ready, all by yourselves. Adios, hasta aquí, pues adios. Adios, hasta aquí, pues adios. Adios, hasta aquí. Adios, hasta aquí, pues adios. Hasta aquí, pues adios. Adios, hasta aquí, pues adios. Adios, hasta aquí, pues adios.
Fast, fun facts. Fast, fun facts. With Mr. Ernest Ochoco.
Ni hao, that's how you say hello in Chinese. Let's try it again. Ni hao. Hello. Good job, you guys. This is Mr. Ernest Ochoco with your fast fun fact. Did you know that the European bee, or the honeybee that we know that lives in America, also originated in Asia, like China and the Middle East? That's right. So cool, right? Well, we're gonna go inside the hive and visit the bees. So look for the word hive, honey, and bees. All right, we'll see you there. We're gonna go inside the hive. But first, this is the smoke they use to calm the bees down. That's the hive. Look, there's so many of them. It's like 40 to 50,000 bees in this hive. Ooh, and that's the yummy honey. We're putting the hive back. Ooh, be careful, don't squish the bees. Ooh, there's so many of them. They're so cute. All right, say bye to the bees, kids. Wasn't that cool seeing the beehive? What did you see? I saw something that starts with the letter H. Do you know? Yes, correct. I saw honey. What else did you see? Something with the letter B. It's a bees. Yes, you saw bees. Did you learn how to be careful and not squash the bees? Right? Good job, you guys. You also saw something that starts with the letter H. Can you tell me what that is? It's also where the bees live. Right, the bee hive. Good job, kids. Thanks for watching Mr. Ernest Ochoco with Fast Fun Facts. Bye!
Hafa students, I'm Lieutenant Governor Josh Tenorio. For more than a year now, you all have continued to wash your hands and watch your distance from others, and you've done a really great job wearing your masks. We know your parents and guardians have helped you to make these changes to keep yourself and your community safe. As Governor Leon Guerrero said, we are happy you are here. We want you to continue to learn and sharpen your skills with the help of PBS University. This program is the result of a collaborative effort. We couldn't do it alone. I'd like to thank the teachers and support staff of the Guam Department of Education and PBS Guam for their work and their commitment to our students. I'd also like to thank you students for participating at home. To your parents, I'd like to thank you for taking an active role in your child's education. We are all eager to return to a time when all of us can share and study together in person. Until then, we hope you learned something new from this PBS University instruction.